everybody. Welcome back to Grommet Live. I got to tell you, I'm just letting guys know up front, in fact, in case this is actually my first little mistake right here, is I'm not supposed to be showing you guys that. I am on my own tonight. I usually have my amazing producer, Jen, right by my side, helping me out, helping me with all the tech, the QR codes, all of that good stuff. And then most of the time, I also have my cohort, Greg Roulette. But actually, on these category sort of themed shows, Greg is usually not with me, but he was with me last night. If any of you were there with us, we had a great time last night, some amazing, amazing products. And tonight, I am super excited about because, well, a couple reasons. Number one, picking these products really got me in the mood for the holidays because I am somebody who loves to entertain. I love to cook. And I just started looking at some of these things and it got my mind thinking of how I would use them and how I will use them. And so I was thinking without Grommet Live, I probably don't get into the spirit until a couple weeks from now. But because I've been lucky enough to be able to do these shows and be searching for fun products, I get to be in the spirit sooner than usual. So I want to thank you guys for being here. I'm hoping we have a bunch of our makers with us tonight inside the chat. And I do want to say, I'm going to quickly go through some housekeeping because we have a lot of products tonight. And when it comes to kitchen gadgets, which is what tonight is all about, there's kind of a lot of ins and outs to each one of these and a lot of different ways that you can use them. So I want to spend a good amount of time on each one of them. But we always do, as you know, have a little bit of housekeeping to take care of. And if you've never been here before, I just wanted to introduce myself. I am Marcy McKenna. I am a host and co-host of Grommet Live, and I am very passionate about this part of my job because I get to work with independent inventors, many of whom I'm guessing will be here tonight inside the chat, and makers, and I get to kind of do everything that I can to get those products seen by more and more people. And you guys being here tonight is a big part of that. So thank you guys for being here, because as we get going and things start getting exciting inside the chat, that is going to signal to all of social media. And we're on a lot of different platforms tonight. We're on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and LinkedIn, all over the place. So that's going to signal to them that we've got something kind of exciting going on. And so they kind of triggers the algorithm and they start pushing it out to more and more people. So that is the goal tonight. Hello, Lizia. Good to see you here. Eric, good to see. We've already got some of our makers in the house. We've got Monica from Minnesota here. So yes, you guys, if you are here, chime in the chat right away. So I know you're here. I know where you're tuning in from. And if you're here with any one of the products, let me know that as well. I'm seeing Bonnie, one of my very favorites, in the house. And of course, she is the maker, the inventor of one of my very favorite kitchen gadgets of all time. I use it so much, it's kind of ridiculous. I not only use it so much, I gift it so much. And it's a little bit of an outside of the box gift. And when I give it, people kind of look at me like, what the heck? And then once they use it, they are texting me or calling me and saying, thank you for introducing me to that. So, gosh, a whole bunch of people in the chat. Yay, this is so fun. So you have to bear with me a little bit because I'm running the chat, I'm running the QR codes, I'm doing the videos and all of it. And I'm going to do my best. And I'm going to show Greg and Jen that I can handle this without them, right, you guys? So your job is, number one, if you haven't already, enter the giveaway. And let me pull that up right now because I think I see it. There we go. So you're going to enter the giveaway right there. You just pull out your phone, take a picture of that QR code. It's that easy. And there is no purchase necessary. There is no strings attached. It's really just Grommet's way and the maker's way of saying thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. And so tonight we're going to do two giveaways. We're going to do one about halfway through the show, and then we're going to do another one at the very end of the show. So at the halfway mark, I'm going to give away one of my favorite products of the night. I'm going to kind of just pick it as I'm going, unless you guys want to chime in the chat and let me know which one you want to win. And I do pay attention to that, I gotta say. And so does Greg. When we're together, we're always kind of looking and deciding based on what you guys are saying. Now, because you guys are here live, we also give you a little perk, and that is you have a second chance to win. So we're doubling your chances. All you have to do is say giveaway, the one word, simple, easy peasy, giveaway in the chat, and you get to double your chances. So that's kind of a little fun little perk. And last night, I think both of our winners last night were inside the chat, and that is probably why it worked out the way that it did. And let's see who else. You know they need the trapdoor colander. Yes, they do. I'm so excited to have you here. I'm going to tell you, I have so many stories for you guys tonight because I have kind of little backstories with many of these people. And we've got Tanya in the house, another one of our makers. Thank you for being here. Monica just doubled her chances to win. So this is going to be a fun night. Now, if you are new to Grommet Live, I'm going to go ahead and take this down now. If you are new to Grommet Live, I just want to explain a couple things. You saw that QR code for the giveaway. When I'm talking about a product, what I'm going to do is put the QR code up for that product. And so if you think it's a cool product, whether you want to buy it or don't want to buy it, what I would implore you to do is go ahead and hit that QR code, because that gives the maker an upvote. Is what they call it in Grommet world. And so basically it's like a thumbs up. I love your product. It's so cool. And Grommet pays a lot of attention to that. And so there's a lot of sort of perks that come with that, with the products that are getting a lot of votes. They look for opportunities to push them out in front of more people too. So it's a big deal for the makers. No skin off your back at all. And when you do that, you get a 20% discount on that product. You can use it now. You can use it a year from now. You can decide not to use it, but you have it when you want it. And those really do add up. And it's kind of cool. If you've never done it before on Grommet, they give you sort of a little file of it's sort of your wish list of all the products that you upvote. And so anytime you want to shop, you can go in there and remember which ones that you were loving, and you can just grab those discounts and use them. So it is a one-time use, but many of these products you might want to get multiples, especially as we're heading into the holidays. And so think about that gift giving ahead of time, because you can use that 20% for multiples. So across, if you were to buy 5 of something, you're getting 20% off all 5 of them. So that's kind of a nice little perk that Grommet gives you. Okay, guys, let's see. Am I missing anything? Eric just doubled his chances. And let's see, Allison Malloy Diffusco. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I said it. So there we go. Okay, guys. So yes, tonight is all about kitchen gadgets that are going to make your holiday cooking a little more fun, a little less stressful, and a whole lot easier. How about that for a little tagline to get us started? Okay, we're going to go ahead and dive into our first product. Let me grab that QR code. And you makers in the house, I know you're wondering, is it going to be me? Is it going to be, who's it going to be? I'm going to go ahead and pick my girl, Bonnie Tyler, who invented none other than the neg. Who knows about the neg? If you have been on Grommet Live, I think we featured it a couple times. One time I got to have her on for a live interview for the Women Invented Products. That was during when we were celebrating National Women Inventors Month, which is February. So that was super fun. But I also have the pleasure of getting to meet Bonnie in person a while back at the Inspired Home Show, it's called now. It was International Housewares Show at the time. And I tell this story, and just in case you haven't heard it before, just that we were next to each other in a booth. And I'm sure she doesn't remember me, but I could never forget her because she was so much fun and just funny, had everybody laughing. But her product was so smart and so simple. And as I'm watching her do the demo, I am just kind of blown away. It's sort of like magic as you're watching it. And then I come to find out that Bonnie's product at the time and still is on HSN, which is where my product line is. So we kind of have that in common. And I've just been a big fan ever since. And of course, I had to get one right when I got home from the show, and I did. And I've been using them ever since. And as I said, gifting them ever since. So what is it? You're seeing, well, I do the same thing Greg does. You're seeing it there in the picture. And here it is here. I've got red is my favorite, but it comes in all kinds of color, lots of different colors. And it's fun. She's always adding new and different colors. But again, so simple. But what it is it basically is a kitchen gadget that will help you peel a hard-boiled egg in seconds. And I'm going to do the live demo. And Bonnie, I hope I do you right with that one. But I'm also going to show you a video just in case I mess up. But I'm pretty good at it by now. But what's amazing to me is it like the peel comes off like in one piece almost. And the egg is perfection. And you're not missing any of the egg white that's stuck back in the eggshell. It all comes out so easily. It's incredible. Because if you're like me, pre-neg, I struggled every time I would sit there over the trash can. The pieces would be going everywhere. By the time I was done, it looked like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree, but an Easter egg, Charlie Brown Easter egg. So this was kind of just my savior. Let's see, Candy's here. Hello, Candy. I bought a green egg and it is excellent. You always have the best little, I love you in the chat. You always make it so much fun. And Bonnie says, it's fun, right? It is so fun. It's actually fun to do. I'm going to show you the video right now. Where's my little video? Here it is. So watch and be amazed if it goes. It's not going to go. Oh, there. I'm going to give you a different video. Here we go. So you're seeing it being shaken right there. You're going to see the actual steps to it. So there's a little bit of water in there. Put the egg in. You're going to shake it until you feel it kind of crack. Look at that. Comes off in one piece. It's incredible. So cool. So it makes it fun to peel an egg. And then it makes you actually want to cook with eggs more, like to think of different ways to use them. And you might be thinking, Marcy, it's not Easter. Why are we doing a egg peeler for Christmas or Thanksgiving or anything? So I love eggs. Any time of year, I love them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they're one of the most healthy snacks you can have. And I'm someone who's always on the go. So I love that I can just grab a hard-boiled egg and go. So sometimes I'll peel a bunch of them and keep them in a little container. What do you call it? Not a Ziploc. Oh my gosh, Tupperware. And so I can just grab one out and go. So I do that a lot. But as I'm thinking of Christmas, I started looking online to see what do people do with eggs at Christmas time. And I just have to show you some cute pictures. Oh, shoot, I think I'm missing one of them. But here's one. So there's been just some fun Christmas deviled eggs. And yes, those are eggs. But what they do is they mix, for that green, they mix things like either spinach or avocado, or they'll do green food coloring, just a touch, just to kind of liven it up and do something a little different. This one is just your typical, but just garnishing it in a fun way with those little pomegranate seeds and a little sprig of parsley, I think that is. And there was another one, and I'm not seeing it. Darn it, I wanted to show you. It was so cute. They basically took what you saw back here and they made little Christmas trees out of them inside the egg white. So really clever. Here is my girl Bonnie. There she is right there. And if you guys missed that Grommet live show, I just recommend that you go back and watch it, because it was such a fun interview. But also, if you are someone who is an inventor or an entrepreneur, product entrepreneur, e-com, any of that, to hear Bonnie's story straight from her, there's nothing like that. And when I say her story, not only in creating it and all that she went through and just all the iterations of it to make it so perfect. I mean, every little detail in here is there for a reason. It's not just for looks. Like you can see the little eggs. Like I thought that was just kind of for decoration, but inside the eggs actually sort of protrude out, and they're perfectly positioned so that when you're shaking it, it is loosening that shell exactly how it's supposed to be. And there's even a little kind of an hourglass, very slight shape to it, and that's for a reason as well. So just really nicely done. But, well, I'll get to the but in a minute. So let's go ahead and do the demo. How about that? So here we go. We're just going to take this guy. We're going to put a little tiny bit of water in. When I say little tiny bit, you're going to put it up to pretty much the top of the color right there. So red in my case. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to take an egg. Let's hope these are my hard-boiled ones. Hopefully I grabbed the right ones. So there we go. We're going to put it right inside there. It's like she's saying it's a 1/4 cup that actually fits there. So Bonnie, am I doing that right by doing it right to the color? Is that about a 1/4 cup? I hope I'm eyeing it right. And then the fun part is you just get to shake it. And you know what? You feel it soaking it. It really just kind of gets a little bit loose in your hand. So that's when you know it's doing its job. And then you pull it out. And look at this. Comes off so quickly and so easily. One piece. Perfect egg. How about that? Bonnie, how did I do? And believe me, when I make my hard-boiled eggs, I go straight to Bonnie's website, and I think it's thenegmaker.com, because she has the best hard-boiled egg recipe. They're perfect every single time. And don't ask me why I can't remember it every time. I really do have to go to your site to do that. So anyway, I mean, how great is that? She said, nice job. Thank you, Bonnie. I get nervous when you're here. I want to impress you. So I'm glad you're happy with that. But how easy was that? How fast was that compared to how long it used to take? Well, if you could see me do it, took me so long. I don't know how long it takes you, but I would love you guys inside the chat to let us know if this is an issue for you. Is it just me? It can't just be me. You know how I know that? Because Bonnie has sold thousands and thousands and thousands of these. They are so popular. They are the reviews are off the charts. But that I was going to say before was that part of her story that's interesting that was on that interview is that she was doing so well on Amazon, selling like crazy, and then overnight the sales just disappeared, and she could not figure out what the problem was. And what she came to learn, and this was a while ago, but she came to learn that she had been knocked off by several, actually hundreds of thousands. She's saying she has sold hundreds of thousands. I would not be surprised if you said millions, to be honest. But anyway, she had been knocked off by counterfeiters, lots of them, because that's what happens when you have a great idea and a great product. But the counterfeiters have not figured out the perfection that Bonnie has. So unfortunately, if you were to have bought one not from the real deal, it was probably leaking, it cracks, it does not do the job that the original, the official, authentic Bonnie Tyler Neg does. So what I love about Grommet is if you buy from Grommet, you know 100% it is the real deal from Bonnie. She's even here inside the chat to prove it. So, and with the QR code, I love that it gets it below $15. Like that to me is such a great price point for those little kind of girlfriend gifts, or just when hostess gift or host gift, just when you want to give someone just a little something and it's so thoughtful and clever and useful and practical. Lucia says, I battle them myself on, okay, yes. I thought you meant eggs. She battles the counterfeiters on Amazon. Sadly, it's just happening more and more and more. Amazon, I know, is good about trying to fight them, and I think they do knock quite a few of them out, but they just keep popping up. Replying to Bonnie Tyler, me too. Hope you have a patent. Amazon is pretty good at kicking the copycats out now, and they are. I've heard, great things about that. So I love hearing that. So yes, I missed that. One of my favorite things is because she does go after these counterfeiters. She has a nickname, and the nickname is Bonnie Thug. So watch out. Not Bonnie Thug, Granny Thug, even better. So watch out for Granny Thug, you counterfeiters. You don't stand a chance, I'll tell you that much. So, okay, guys, that was our first product, and it is made in America. Somebody else is chiming in, which we love that. Whenever we can accomplish that, that's a very, very good thing. Any questions for Bonnie before we move on? It's just, and I've got a few of the colors here. Red, I told you, is my favorite. And then here is a white and a black. My second favorite, I have to say, is the yellow. Like, why can I never? Is the yellow right there. But again, she's got so many fun colors now. So lots to choose from. The other thing I want to mention real quickly, because I'm such a fan of these, and this is an offshoot sort of the neg, she has come up with some great seasonings that make it really easy for you to make amazing deviled eggs. Everything you need is inside this little packet right here. And this one is the classic. This one is the smoky ham. And this one is the curry. Now, interestingly, Bonnie, I'm typically not a huge curry fan, but I love the curry deviled eggs. I think that one is my favorite. And I can't remember, will you tell us in the chat what is the best seller? And I think you might even have more than what I have. Let's see. Red, green, white, yellow, blue are the colors right now. Okay, got that. Got to try that. Peeling eggs clean has always been hard for me. I think without the neg, it's kind of next to impossible, or it has been for me, that's for sure. So such a clever invention. If there ever was a smart kitchen gadget, that is it. So classic is the best seller. What's your favorite? So we're talking about the seasonings right here. I feel like your favorite was one of the interesting ones. Ooh, Cajun is another flavor. Ooh, I've not tried Cajun. Ooh, I bet that's really good. How fun you must have coming up with all these things. Curry is Bonnie's favorite. Oh, okay. Well, we have something else in common then. Okay, guys, we are going to move on to the next product. This is I'm so excited about all of them. I must be because I picked them. So of course I am. But this one is a fun one. This one, Greg and I featured together a long time ago. I want to say it might have been on our very first Grommet Live ever, or maybe second. And if you have never seen these before, this is the Oyaki skewer set. And I'm going to show it to you bare right now. There you go. So basically, we are reimagining, rethinking the way we do kebabs, if you will, or the way that you use skewers on the grill. And this was developed by, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, and I'm hoping you're in the chat. Are you? Shiv Tasker developed this because a light bulb went off for him when he was thinking about Indian cooking with the tandoori pots and how they cook things upright in those pots. And he lives in Boston, Massachusetts, where, as you know, it gets very cold, and he loves to grill. And he was thinking there must be a way to do this when I can't go outside and barbecue. And when he imagined that the tandoori cooking and the way they do skewers, he thought, why can't I do that with these kind of skewers? So that was his light bulb moment. So he created this, and how it comes, I want to show you because it's really nicely done. It comes in this great little carrying tote right here. And then inside the tote, this is sort of like an insulated, it's got cushy insulated. And then this holds the stand. And then there's another bag just like this that just fell on the ground. So I'm going to leave it there, but it's about half the size that holds the skewers themselves. Now, this is very high quality. It is that really, kitchen grade stainless steel, very durable, dishwasher safe, but this is, going to last forever. And it does have 9 skewers, so it's sort of a 9-in-1, and so clever that you can actually, thread your kebabs just like you normally would. But then in the wintertime, or even not in the wintertime, you can just put this right into your oven and do kebabs that way. And what he found, because he was sort of experimenting in the beginning, like, is this going to work? Is it all going to taste good? He found that 360-degree heating was cooking everything so perfect and even all the way around. So it ended up being better than it was on the grill. And when you think about being on the grill, you're always having to turn them to get it all done evenly. Whatever marinade or sauce you're putting on it is going into the grates of the barbecue. So you're kind of losing some of that. It stays on the meat or vegetables or whatever it is that you're grilling because it's upright. And then again, it's getting that even cooking all the way around. And I was really excited to have this on because as I'm thinking of holiday cooking, I am Armenian. And we used to do lamb kebabs at Christmas time and different times, just kind of in the warm, cozy months. And my dad would always go out to the grill, and I always felt sorry for him that he'd be out there in the cold all by himself. And so when I saw this, I thought, and I can't believe I have not given it to my dad yet. I'm going to do that. My gosh. So the fact that you can still get that, those fun kind of grilled kebabs any time of year in your oven. You can also put this right on the barbecue. So if you are wanting to cook out at the barbecue, as long as it is 8.5 inches or taller, you can just set this right there. And again, you're not going to have the mess. You can put like a little sheet underneath it. So anything that's dripping is going on that, and it's not sticking to the grate, and you're getting that even cooking all the way around. So I think just really, really clever. And you can use this even if you're not cooking and maybe you're doing antipasta skewers or so many different kinds of skewers these days. I just love the presentation. I love that you can have this on your buffet or your bar setup or whatever it is, and people can just grab one and go do their thing. I think it is so fun and kind of a fun gift to give too. If you have someone who loves to grill or just loves to cook or anything, I just think it's so kind of different and outside the box and just a fun new way to do something that we've always done one way. And that's kind of how I think about several of these products tonight is they kind of have reimagined things that we've gotten, just taken for granted and always done it one way and never questioned that there could be another way. And then lo and behold, when we try another way, it's better than the first way. So that's definitely one of them. Okay, again, and this, let's see, with that QR code, with that Grommet discount, it's going from just under $40 to $32. So if you think this is a cool idea, definitely give him that upvote because I know that he will appreciate that. But also you are getting that 20% off. And so, when gift giving season comes around, and which it's almost here, that you can go into that little file and it'll jog your memory of some clever, clever gifts that might be perfect for who knows who. Candy says, what does the skewer packaging look like? It comes with, so it really, everything comes inside of this bag. And here's my skewer packaging. It's kind of like, I don't know what I did with it. It's kind of just a sleeve that fits around the bag, and that kind of protects the bag. But again, it comes, and then inside of here are these two little totes, kind of drawstring. This one holds the base, and then another one holds all the skewers. So easy to clean. Just, you can either just hand wash them, but you can put them in the dishwasher as well. So that's always a good thing. I love a dishwasher, I'll tell you. So excellent job with that one. Okay, many more to go here. Let's see. Okay, I'm hoping we have these folks in the house. This is a fun one that not just, again, this is one that reimagines the way we always have done something. And it's so smart. And I know that they do have a patent on it. And I believe that they are the only one of its kind to have developed something like this. And it's hard to believe because it's so stinking smart. So before I even put it up, I want to ask you, how many of you use a crock pot or a pressure cooker? Is that something that people cook with these days? I definitely do. I also do a clay pot. And so I was going to ask you about the clay pot, whether this works for that too. But I'm just curious because I know from what I understand, it's sort of having a major resurgence, that crock pots, pressure cookers, what are they called? There's so many different names for them now, that they're really coming back in such a huge way. Yeah, I'm getting someone saying all the time. Yeah. So, but what's interesting about crock pot cooking is that you really, when I think of it, you make so much, right? And the husband of the woman who invented this, her name's Emily, and he kind of would complain when she would cook in the crock pot, and she said, everything ends up tasting the same. It's all just jumbled together. So what's the point? And that got her thinking of, wonder if there would be a way to cook in the crock pot and not have everything be all jumbled together. And so what she came up with is what we now call, which I love, the name is so clever, just perfect, crock pockets. So it's basically creating pockets inside your crock pot. So there's so many things to love about this, but you're getting, when it comes, you're getting a set of two. They're black, so kind of hard to see here, but as you can see, they fit inside. It's actually a 6-quart crock pot that they will fit inside of. I'll show you a little video I think I have here. Yeah, just to so you can see what. So there she's cooking two things separately, the potatoes, and then she's got some chicken right there as well. And so she can cook them at the same time, and they're going to have their own individual flavors. Here's one that you can just kind of look inside there. And so there she's cooked two different kinds of soups. And there's one more picture I want to show you too. This one, where you're seeing she's got the rice on one side and then the meat and vegetables on the other side. So for those reasons, I really love it, that it can, you can cook two different things at one time. The other things I think about is when you're making, like I make chili all the time, and many times we'll have kids over that don't want the spicy, and the adults do want the spicy. So it's so nice that I can do two different batches of it cooked at the same time. And if you have someone gluten-free in your life, or any kind of, diet where things have to be just a little different, such a great solution for that. But the other thing is, as people age, many times they end up living by themselves, and which is definitely the case with my mom. And so she wouldn't think of cooking in the crock pot because it's just too much food for her. But with crock pockets, you can just cook this much. You don't have to cook the whole thing. Or she could cook two different meals and put one in the freezer and one to eat for the week. So I love that you can do smaller portions. It doesn't have to be this big event with so much food for so many people now. So I think it's just really, really smart for anyone. I've said aging, but it really could be anyone who lives on their own. I just think it's a really clever way to do it. Now, these are, as I mentioned, these are the only ones that, from at least before, when I did my research a while back, these were the only ones that, first of all, they've been FDA, I want to say it right, quality tested and approved. And of course, actually they're made from 100% what they call platinum silicone. So the highest grade silicone. So that's nice, that you can rest assured. Very, very easy to clean because you're just popping them into the dishwasher, or of course you could just hand wash them if you want. So where to me, to clean a crock pot was always such a chore. But with these, the fact that you can just pop them in the dishwasher is really, really nice. So many features that I love about these. I just think they are so brilliant, and they come in two different kinds. So this one is the essential slope. Let's see. Yeah, this is for the traditional crock pocket, this one. And then this one is for pressure cooker right here. So they're slightly different. Do I have that right? Instapockets. Yeah, for the Instapots, pressure cooker inserts. So got two different ones. They come with some fun recipes. Her website has some fun recipes. So I just think it is so smart, and I've loved seeing all the success that they're having. And I love the story, just that it comes out of, problem in the household and thinking there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a solution. And they put their minds to it, and before you knew it, they had it. Bonnie thinks it's very smart, as does Beth. No, Beth is saying she cooks in the crock pot all the time. Monica uses both. Yep. Let's see. Oh, I like the bag. That's handy. She's referring back to the oyaki. I missed that one, Candy. I'm sorry about that. So anyway, guys, that is crock pots. I just think, and especially if you know someone that loves to cook, what a fun little gift that they might not have ever even knew existed, but that makes crock pot cooking so much easier and more versatile than it's ever been before. So super, super clever. And we are going to do one more, and then we're going to do a giveaway, because I know you guys are all waiting for that. And if you haven't chimed in to double your chances to win, in fact, I'm going to pull that giveaway up one more time in case anybody missed it. There we go. So you are just going to click that QR code to enter to win. We are doing two giveaways tonight. One is going to be done in about 5 minutes, and then the second one is going to be at the end of the show. And that one is a little more fun, I think, because we do a trivia question having to do with something that we talked about tonight on the show. So be paying attention. I don't even know what the question is yet, but I'll come up with one based on something we talked about. Okay. And again, if you're here live, which all of you are, of course, then you want to put inside the chat the word giveaway and you're doubling your chances. And it's been trending that people in the chat have been winning. So hoping that stays true. Let's see. I have an oblong crock pot. Will they work for that? You know what? That is a great question, Monica. I would say yes, because they are very bendable. So the idea being it's just really a pocket. So however you want to shape it, you can shape it. And here's the other thing. You can leave one empty, actually. You don't have to have, if you just want to cook a half of a crock pot, you can do that, which I thought at first the first time we featured it, I don't think I knew that. So I kind of like that. And let's see, definitely a cool idea. Mine is oblong as well. I may pop over to the website and see if it works in oblong. Let us know what they say about that. I'll be curious because it does, well, this is shaped oblong. I mean, it's an oval for sure. It's not round. Is that what you're saying? When they're together, it is an oval. Now, I will open up, because I didn't open up the Instapot one. I used the crock pot one. So let's see what that one looks like. Maybe that one is more round. You might be, let's see. Actually, it is more round. So that is, I don't know if you can tell just because it's so dark, but this one is more round for the Instapot, and then the crock pot is more oblong. And I believe they're both 6 quart. So with the pressure cooker, you add a full cup of water to the bottom of the pressure cooker, and then you place the silicone inserts inside, and voila, that's it. You just follow your recipe instructions just like you would normally do. But you've got these inside, which are so much easier to clean, and you know the drill. So let us find anything on the site that I didn't talk about, but I do think it's oblong. Okay, let's go and see what product we have next. Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm excited. Where are my QR codes? Okay, here we go. So this one, she's definitely in the chat. This is another person, woman, fellow female inventor that I had the pleasure of interviewing live on Inventor Live, which is a show that I used to do that was all about female inventors and telling the stories of how they came up with the product, what are the challenges and successes and all of that. I got a little note there from our producer, Jen, who's supposed to be on vacation and not paying attention here. So Jen, go away. Go back to your family. She is going to Austin for Parents Weekend. So I was excited for her to do that. But this is let me pull it up right now, the trapdoor colander created by Lizzie Farmer, which, let me get my chat back up. Who already knows about this awesome, awesome product? I'm guessing many of you do, because she's another one that has sold many, many of these. And not only sold many, many of these, but she was featured on a show called America's Big Deal. And maybe some of you had seen that. It was Joy Mangano, who is sort of the queen of home shopping on HSN. And she was kind of her show. And I know that she absolutely loved the trapdoor colander. And so that's sort of her, big moment in the spotlight, although you've had many moments in the spotlight. But let's just check this out, and then I will tell the story behind it. But so this is, looks like your regular colander, right? The name couldn't be more perfect, trapdoor, because when you pull, and I'll show you the underside in a second, but look at that, how that trapdoor just opens right up. And I'm showing you with the red because that is my favorite color. They're all great colors, but that's my favorite. There's also the gray right here, and then this very cool kind of a seafoam green. So love them both. But in regard to her story, again, these great ideas come out of our own personal issues. But she was making pasta like we do, and then evidently when she was getting ready to turn it over in the sink, when it's ready to go, it fell on the ground and burned her feet. She was wearing flip-flops. And so she got second and third degree burns on her feet, had to go straight to the emergency room. And on her way there was thinking, there has got to be a better way. And it is so true. This is one of those things that you say, we have never, and I've heard her say this, we've never reimagined the colander. It's been the same way. They do have ones that collapse down, so it's not as bulky in your cabinet. But other than that, nothing has changed about the colander until this. And so how clever, I mean, first of all, just if it's just the colander alone, it's like the best one I've ever, the quality of it is just so good. The handles, everything, top notch, even if it didn't have the trap door. But because it has the trap door, it goes to a whole nother level. So now when you are draining your pasta or your vegetables or whatever it is that you're draining, instead of having it to take it off of that hot stove and hope that, usually it's quite heavy too, whatever it is that you're carrying, and then having to turn it over like that. And what happens when we turn it over? All that steam comes and can kind of burn your face. I'm sure you've all experienced that. If you're somebody that wears glasses, you know the pain of that steam just steaming up your glasses when you have to turn it over. So her thinking is, why do we have to do that? Why can't we just open it from the bottom again and have it pour out that way? And so I'm just going to show you a picture, but I know you can imagine even if I didn't show you the picture. But there you go. So there she is. And then so taking the food out of there straight onto the plate. How clever is that? Just straight onto the plate. Another picture I want to show you, because I think this is a new picture that I didn't see the first time, or maybe I just missed it. But what a good idea this is to use it to separate egg whites. You just put your, crack the eggs in there, and then you just barely open it and you get the egg white out and the yolks stay in. Love that idea. And here she is on America's Big Deal right there with her colanders. So great. Did anybody see her on the show? Let's see. Okay, in the chat, we've got amazing product, makes an amazing hostess gift. Love that. For the holidays, fill the colander with some pasta, breadsticks, and a jar of sauce, and you have an amazing hostess gift for the holidays. That is so good. Love that idea. And I have to say, I love this because it's so clever and such a more safe way to cook with, to use a colander for sure. And I love it because it's so well made and all of that. But I think of so many different, how did that happen? I think of so many people who can really benefit from this. I would think that anybody that has arthritis, that when that gets heavy and the heat and, with the aging population, I always think of my mom, and I can't imagine now her doing it the traditional way. This just makes it so much safer, so much easier. I have a son that has special needs, same thing. Like, this just is such a great solution for that. It makes me feel sort of peace of mind for me if they're using the trap door versus a traditional one. Love that. And she's saying the egg thing is amazing. I'm going to try that because I struggle with it. I try to do the shells like that. I'm not that. Allison is saying she did happen to see her on America's Big Deal, and Candy saw her too. I don't think I got to see her episode. I feel like I did because I've watched clips and I've seen the pictures and all that, so I feel like I saw it. But the truth is, I don't think I got to watch the whole one. I can tell you my dad is 79 and has a tremor. This has helped him tremendously. I can imagine. That would be something that someone that's dealing with anything like that, or someone that's maybe had a stroke or just aging, it's like the use of the colanders, that's yesteryear. We're in a different place in our lives now. But I love seeing products like this being invented for that reason. So very, very cool. So congratulations on all your success. And thank you for I don't even know who it was that chimed in with the hostess gift idea, because that's so fun. I love bringing cooking type things, but yeah, to fill up the basket and bring it that way is super cool. Not the basket, the colander, but typically the basket. But this makes it that much better. Okay, we are going to do the giveaway. So let me, Jen, my girl is texting me. Let's see here. Oh, there she is. Okay, cool. Okay, does anybody want to chime in about what they want to win so far? We have done the neg, which makes it super, super easy to peel an egg and get that shell off in one piece. We have done the oyaki skewers, which is the 9-in-1 skewer system that you grill your kebabs upright inside the oven or in the barbecue, either way. And we have done the crock pockets, which is either the Instapot or the crock pot. And we just did the colander, the trapdoor colander. Anybody want to chime in about what they want? Although I think I already know what I'm giving away. Okay, well, and somebody just said it. Monica said it. I'm giving away the trapdoor colander because I love it, and it's so, the color's so holiday-like. So that makes it even that much better. So we are definitely giving that away. And the first winner is, where is it? Michael Manzer. And I don't know if I saw Michael Manzer in the chat, but Michael Manzer, congratulations. You just won yourself a trapdoor colander. Enjoy. You're going to love it. And we want to see you post when you're using it and the pasta's coming out or whatever it is, or maybe you're separating eggs. Who knows? Congratulations, woo, Michael. Oh, who is that? Someone's in there. Okay, we are going to move on, you guys. We still have a few more fun ones to go. And let's see, which one am I going to do right now? Okay. This one I have featured also before on a very early on show, and I use this all the time. This is a staple in my kitchen drawer. Who cooks with garlic? I'm going to go out on a limb and say every one of you does. And if you have ever cooked with garlic, you know that your hands can get really stinky when you do it. And the way I used to do when I would want to get that minced garlic is I would use a knife, just kind of traditional, and I would just finely chop it. It would take me forever because I like to get it really tiny. And when I saw this product, it's called the garlic twister right here. First of all, how it's just so pretty, and I'm worried that the camera is not doing it justice because and I've used it so many times that it might not be as pretty as it once was. But having said that, I do want to mention this is made out of Triton, which is basically the most high quality, best of the best, sort of acrylic like. I mean, it looks very acrylic, but it is Triton. So of course it is food grade, BPA free. It's so thick and substantial. I want you to see how thick that is. So it's just a beautifully done and so clever. And I'm going to show you the video, which I better have here because I left my garlic sitting on, don't tell me I don't have it. Oh my gosh, where is it? I have the video, so I'm going to have to come back to that. It's not in there. Darn it. Okay, I might have to share my screen and come back because I don't have my garlic with me. But we're going to get to the video because I've got to show you how it works. But very simply, first of all. So what you're basically doing is you are putting your garlic clove on the countertop, on your kitchen island, whatever it is. You're giving it a quick bang like that, and that skin of that garlic clove comes off like that. Easiest way ever to peel a clove of garlic. Then you're just placing the garlic inside there. You are twisting it like this, just a few times, back and forth. It's actually kind of fun to do. Your hands are never touching the garlic. It's all being done inside here. And as you're turning it, it is basically, what's super clever is you're able to turn it and it ends up in two little triangles, which makes it really easy to just scoop it out and use the garlic. Now I'm using garlic as the example. because it's called the garlic twister, and that's what it's known most for. But it is so versatile. And that's one of the things I didn't think of when I first started using it. I just thought of it as my garlic twister. But as time went on, I started thinking about all the different things that I could crush or dice or mince or whatever with that. So things like herbs. I have rosemary outside my door, and this is what I use to crush that rosemary. I just put it in there and give it turns back and forth, and it's perfectly done. You can do chili peppers with it. You can do cloves with it. You can do any kind of sort of spices or herbs. But then, what am I blanking on? There's so many different uses for it. Nuts, like if you're making an ice cream sundae and you want to chop up some almonds or some walnuts, just you put them right in there, move it around, and good to go. I'm sure there's probably a million other examples that are just leaving my mind right now. So if anybody comes up with any, let me know in the chat. But again, I just want to talk about the quality of it and show you that. And it's the simplicity and the quality that I appreciate the most. And that price point, we know how expensive things are getting these days. And for you to be able to create this for under $20, because it is, I do understand from manufacturing standpoint, I do know the quality of Triton. So I know how expensive it can be. And you have just that price point is just perfection. And this is another great, all these kitchen gadgets to me are such great hostess gifts. Now I am going to go and try to find this video because it's so good. I don't know why it didn't get uploaded. Where is it? Darn it. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to try to come back to it, guys. I am so sorry. Let me see. Maybe I can pull the Grommet. Maybe it's on the Grommet site. It probably is. Wait. Oh, I'm so glad you chimed in on that. So Eric is chiming in, and he is the creator. Eric created this, and he chimed in with olives for tapenade. I've never done that. I have done shallots. He said that was the one I was trying to think of. Shallots I have done. Perfect for shallots. Any kind of herbs, you name it. So anything, this becomes your just go-to tool in the kitchen. And I didn't think, I got it because I was hosting Grommet Live, and so it was sent to me and I knew I wanted to learn about it because I was going to be talking about it. And then I put it in the kitchen drawer, wondering whether I really would use it as much as I thought I would when I hosted. And this has turned out to be just my mainstay. It really, really is. Actually, you know what, Eric? I have the video that you had already sent. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to pull it up right now and then I'm going to share my screen. So thank you guys for being patient. Okay. I've got the video. Now I've got to go back and share my screen. Yay, Eric, thank you. So let's start from the beginning. Well, let's see if I can get it back there. There we go. That's good. All of the time, to the fifth, and then look at this. Twist it just right and create little highlights. That's good. And that is to get it out of the garlic twister. So thank you, Eric. I'm so glad that you were here to point us to that. Now let's see. I've got to hold on one second. See, I missed my Jen. Like, oh my goodness. Where am I? You guys, I don't know what is going on here. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Bear with me. we may just have to leave it like this. I don't know what happened. Shoot, Jen, if you're out there, help me out here. Oh, wait, here we go. No, that does not do it. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Holy moly. This tech stuff is for the birds. I will tell you. Makes me appreciate Jen, that is for sure. And Greg, he always saves me with that stuff too. Oh, Cindy Scott, you are my hero. That was the other one I was trying to think of. That I use all the time for ginger. Thank you for saying that. Yes, it definitely works for ginger. Ginger is probably my favorite thing to cook with and to put in my smoothies and all of that. Definitely works for ginger. And let's see. Yes, pre-peel the ginger, slice it thin. Oh, Tanya says, you're doing great. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. You could even use it to squeeze fresh ginger juice. And yeah, I do notice when I do it for my ginger, I can get juice out of it. So yeah, that's a good point. But again, you'll probably think of a million, your mind will go and that's what's so cool is when you have this, as you're cooking and doing things, you'll think to pull that out of the drawer and use it. And it's easy and you don't get your hands all yucky. And it's actually fun. My son Colin loves using it. He's a big garlic twister fan, I gotta say. Okay, we are going to move on, and Tanya just chimed in, and we're going to go on to her product, which is, let's see, let's get it over here. There it is. This is another one. This is another fellow female inventor. And when I saw this product for the first time, I thought it was so smart because it solves a problem that I have. I don't know if you guys all have it, but how many times do you have a kitchen towel in the kitchen and you hang it on, in my case, it either goes on the bar of the dishwasher or the bar of the oven. And so those are the two places that I put my towels. And 9 times out of 10, before I know it, the towel is on the floor because it just slides off. And I don't know if it's because I have kids running around or if the towels are just inherently slippery, but they always seem to slide off onto the floor. And she was having that exact same issue. And so she set out to make a better hand towel in the kitchen, better kitchen towel. And that she did. Now, the magic to these, I'm going to show you the inside first. Actually, that's white. So let me show you with a color. I think it might be easier. So if you can see right there, this is silicone all the way down the center of the towel. And so it is that silicone that when it is gripping onto that bar, it's not going anywhere. It is not falling on the ground. It is going to be there until you take it off of the bar. And so as simple as that is, it's so nice when you have kitchen towels that actually stay there. And they're not like crooked all the time where one's because someone pulled on it. You actually can use it on your hands and it stays looking really nice all the time. And it's not just the silicone that makes this special. I mean, the silicone is amazing and solves the problem that she was seeking to solve. But then I think she learned as she was creating it that silicone can be used for more than one thing. It's not just to keep it on the bar, but as you're seeing in the picture there, it's such a brilliant solution for opening jars. For anything that you need to grip, that silicone grip makes a big difference. And so I actually did give these to my mom. And she uses them all the time because she has arthritis. And so she used to use this kind of can't opener thing that was underneath the cabinets. But it was too far for her to reach because she's got funky shoulders that are arthritic also. And so that was just too difficult for her. So these towels with this silicone, you always have them on hand because they're always hanging in the kitchen. And then when you need it, you just use it to open a jar and give you that extra grip that you need. And so in addition to solving two problems at once, with I think she did such a great job with, they're also really nice kitchen towels. They're oversized, so they're a bigger, so you're getting a lot more square footage, if you will, or square inches to do drying or whatever tasks that you're doing. I really love the size of these. Really, really nice. I was really excited because the towels that I have, this is one of the ones that I have now. And again, there's that silicone on the back there. You can see that. And so some really pretty spring colors. She's got so many different prints and patterns and things like that, and some kind of real farmhouse looking ones. But when I knew I was doing this show, I reached out and wanted to know if she had any holiday ones. And I was thinking that she didn't, but it was sort of a pie in the sky ask. And sure enough, she did. And so to me, I love this for holidays because it's just more a little subtle. It's a really cool green sort of checkers. And so I think that is really nice. And then it has sort of a matching, where's my matching one? Stripe one. Where is that? Maybe, oh, no, here it is. I'm like, I didn't leave it at home. And so look how pretty that, I love the combo of these two together. Isn't that great? So again, it's definitely holiday with the green and the white, but it's not, hitting you over the head with holiday. It's really any time of the year. And I love green in the kitchen just in general. So really, really nicely done. Such nice quality kitchen towels. And again, I just want to show you the size. I mean, boom. Nice kitchen towels I've ever owned, even with or without the silicone, just the best kitchen towel. And then you have that feature of the silicone that just keeps it in place and makes it easy to open things. And look how cute this is for holiday. So she just keeps coming out with more and more. It's so fun to see. I pop into your website every once in a while to see what you're up to. And here's another one. That's another print. So lots to choose from. I really encourage you to go check out her site. But if you think that is a cool, and this is another one, maybe we pop one of these towels into the colander for, maybe we do a whole women invented hostess gift. And can't forget our red neg to put in there too. And Eric, okay, we will, even though you're a boy, because it's the whole mix of this. This is so fun. I love it all, but really well done, Tanya. I am a big fan of your Sure Grip towels, and I'm so happy that they're on Grommet because I love problem solvers. Anything that makes life a little bit easier, especially in the kitchen. We can all use a little help in the kitchen. So that is a fabulous one. Oh, I'm missing a bunch of the chat. I'm so sorry. We're getting very nice. My hubby puts his towel on the oven handle and it drives me nuts. It's always on the floor. Thank you, Candy. That is the epitome of my home. Exactly. And I fold it so nice and hang it just perfect. And within minutes, it's on the floor. But not with Sure Grip towels. That is the answer to your prayers. Let's see. I have some really great Christmas ideas now. Unfortunately, guys, my husband has Parkinson's and he is needing to eat meds, but so sadly I have to go. Oh, thank you so much for being here. And let's see. Allison saying great product. LOL. Love the idea, even though you're a boy. Haha. Thank you. Okay, we are down to the wire. We have one more product tonight, and I have it right here. I am guessing that this maker is not in the house with us tonight because she is all the way across the world and probably sound asleep. And this is another one that I featured, and I had so much fun. She actually stayed up with us last time, so I'm giving her a hall pass this time. Because it is the middle of the night for her. And her name, the creator, is On Me, and her last name is Fori. Fori. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry if I'm not. But let's see. Oh, I was thinking that was her, but it's not. But it was really fun having her in the chat last time, and I was so happy that she did stay up with us. But she created something that kind of ties in a little bit to the product that we just did, to the Sure Grip. And let me pull up the QR code. There it is. This is called Pebble Grip, and you may have seen it the last time we featured it, but you may have seen it somewhere else as well, because this has been featured in many, many places, won several awards, was even featured by Miss O herself in Oprah magazine as an aha moment, women invented product. And so here it is right here. It's very, very brilliantly designed, and I'll have to show you. I'll show you her picture since she's not here with us tonight. There she is right there. There's On Me. So beautiful. And you're going to wait till you see her inspiration. Her inspiration, there it is. So she was frustrated she entertains a lot. When she has her guests over, she was feeling like she just she wanted to be able to have her hands free, and she felt like she always had those oven mitts on that we often do, and she wanted to be able to have her hands free to entertain and to have a glass of wine. And oh boy, here we go again. Hold on, how did I do that last time? Maybe? Yes. Okay. And so she thought, again, reimagining just the regular pot holder and the oven mitts and the traditional ways that we do that, and thought, what if there was a clamp that could actually clamp onto any handle and grab it, and you can use it for whatever it is you're using it for, and then take it off. And it's not something that's attached to your hand or that gets all yucky. It is, so basically what it is, it's called Pebble Grip because number one, it gives you a rock solid grip on whatever it is that you are grabbing onto. So it could be used for anything from, as you're seeing right there, it's just a big pot, but there, you could also use it on like muffin tins. You could use, I've got a couple little examples here that I'm going to show you. This one is I mean, because those pots are so heavy, those just iron pots. And so you can put those on there so quickly and easily. Do it this way because it's this double ratchet system. So you press the button, it opens up like that. So it's very a universal fit for almost any handle having to do with a pan. And it can even be for the lid of a pot. Sometimes those can get really hot. And it's got silicone inside and a really kind of clever texture that just grabs on. And then you close it and you kind of hear it. I'm sure you heard that. That's that double ratchet system that she's created. So you do get this rock solid grip to be able to lift up anything very, very hot. So your hand is completely protected by this, and you're not using the traditional pot holders and things. So here it is with a muffin tin. So again, that one's going to be, much thinner, but because of the brilliance of how this is sort of engineered. And I know she went through many, many renditions before she landed on this one. And going back to the name of it, yes, you're getting that rock solid grip, but it's also just, it really, when she finally finalized the design, she felt like it looked like a rock also. And so Pebble Grip it was, and that's stuck. And I think I've got one more sort of example here. Oh, here it is with the lid, showing you how you can use it with a lid like that. And so this does come with a set of two that you're seeing there. Let's get that QR code back up. Wherever that is. There we go. There we go. So it does come with a set of two. These are so sturdy and so well made. This is all you're going to need is a set of two. And I can't imagine these wearing out anytime soon. The silicone does come out, so they're very easy to clean. So it can separate, and you can just wash it by hand. Or I believe you could, yeah, you can actually put it in the dishwasher as well. And so I'm going to go back one more time to the clip because that was her inspiration for creating it. So where she was in the kitchen trying to think of a different way, and she had the clip in her hair. And so she grabbed it and thought, why can't something like this, why can't we have something that we just can grab onto a pan when we need it and then put it off to the side and just sort of a clamp, a really good grip that's not going to slip. And that was where her wheel started spinning, and she came up with Pebble Grip. So pretty darn cool. And let's see if there's anything else I missed. It's food grade and very ergonomically designed. And I know that's sort of a buzzword that people use all the time, but this really is so comfortable. I can imagine how many renditions. It's like it's molds to your hand. It's that perfect fit. So this is another one of those that I think would make it much easier to lift up those hot, heavy items if you are someone that struggles with arthritis or anything like that. So I just wanted to mention that as well. Okay, we are going to get ready. That was our last product of the night. How fun were those? They're all just so smart. And we are going to do one last giveaway. And this is going to be our trivia giveaway. And let's get back to that. There we go. So I'm going to think of something that we talked about tonight And the first person who chimes in the chat with the correct answer is going to be the winner of, I'm going to do the garlic twister tonight, because coming into the holidays, that is a kitchen gadget that you are going to use to death during the holidays. You're going to use it all the time. One of the other things I want to mention is the design is so beautiful that when I have it in the kitchen, there's guests over and they see it and they all want to know about it because it's just so pretty. It's just really, really nicely designed. So it does make a great hostess gift for that reason as well. So we are giving away a garlic twister. You are going to love it. Okay. So my question is, okay, what is the nickname given to our very own Bonnie Tyler by the counterfeiters? We talked about that a little bit. I know it's a little bit of a hard one. Bonnie, you're not allowed to answer that. Has to be someone other than Bonnie or anyone with Bonnie. But she has a very funny nickname that people have come to know her as because counterfeiters know not to mess with Bonnie Tyler. And it's two words. I know we have a little bit of a delay, so I'm going to wait for you guys to chime in. And if we don't have that one, then I'm going to say, I'm going to give you 3 more seconds on that one, and then I'll give you another one if not. Okay, we're going to stay on the Bonnie. Since we're on Bonnie, we're going to stay there. Oh, Eric's wanting to know what the question is again. What is the nickname that is given to Bonnie Tyler, who is the creator of the NEG? And it's lovingly given to her by the counterfeiters who have been knocking her off because she is so tough. And so it is a 2-word name that they call her because she's known as Granny something. Granny something. Anybody? Okay, we're going to stay on Bonnie, and we're going to say Bonnie created these spices right here. And which one is the best seller of these 3? Is it the classic? Actually, of all of them. Is it the classic? Is it the smoky ham? Or is it the curry? First one to chime in, you've got a 33.3% chance of winning or of guessing it right. So somebody chime in the chat. Which one would you imagine would be the best seller? I can tell you my favorite is the curry. Is it the smoky ham? Or is it the classic? Anybody? Oh, we have a winner. Oh, wait, now they're all coming in. It happened all at once. Okay, we've got a couple guesses for smoky ham being the best seller. But Monica is the winner tonight. It is classic. Classic is the best seller. So, Monica, you are going to be winning a garlic twister. And if you don't already have one, you are in for a treat. So congratulations. And though Jen is out of town right now, she will be in touch with you probably on Monday. And she'll get your shipping address and we will get one sent out to you right away. And if you love it as much as I do, please post about the garlic twister. And make sure to tag Eric, tag Next Trend. And Next Trend is the company behind it. That's Eric's company. And Eric, thank you for being here. Thank you for saving me with the idea of your video. What I had done is I had taken the video and kind of re-edited it to tighten it up, thinking that was smart to do, but clearly it wasn't because it didn't get uploaded. So you saved me. So thank you. And it's a great video, by the way. Really, really well done. It looks so pretty, but also just makes it so easy to understand how it works. So really great. Bonnie is saying, thank you. So many great ideas. Really. Thank you to all the makers who were here. Thank you for creating these awesome kitchen gadgets. Makes all of our lives so much easier in the kitchen and makes gift giving a little bit easier too. And with that, I will say good night to everybody. We are going to be back next week, Tuesday night. Wait, no, we're not here Tuesday night. Tuesday's my birthday. So I'm taking the night off on Tuesday, but we are going to be back on Wednesday. Greg and I will be together and we will be unveiling new product launches. There's some really great ones. If you haven't seen them yet, definitely take a look at those. Monica wants to know Granny what? It is Granny Thug. Granny Thug is her nickname. Oh, Eric, thank you for that. You are welcome. Granny, what? Granny Thug? Yeah, Thug. Candy knew it, but she held back because she recently won a giveaway. So thank you, Candy. So yes, Greg and I will be back next Wednesday, same time, 6 o'clock on the West Coast, 9 o'clock on the East Coast, and then our regular Tuesday show is going to be on Thursday next week. So Thursday the 14th, it is travel, gifts, and gadgets, and we already have a full lineup, and it is so good. So if you are someone who travels a lot, or if you have travelers in your life and need some good gift ideas. So they're both gifts, they're gadgets, they're things that make traveling a lot easier and a lot more fun, less stressful. That which we can all use that when we're traveling. So have a wonderful evening, Monica. Thank you for that. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.